Hi there, lovely people. Welcome to my channel. Celine here. Welcome back if you've seen my content and been on my channel before. And if you're new, thank you for watching. Before I get started, I just would like to say, if you do like the content of my videos, please like, subscribe, share, comment. It helps the videos reach more people. And that's my passion, to help and support people as best I can. So to today, intuition, what it means, synchronicity, and a little story I want to share with you. I just thought, in the midst of life and the work that's important to do, the healing work, the releasing the tension, the energies from our body, from experiences that we've had, from the thoughts and the belief systems that can cause us to feel sort of challenging emotions in the body. And there's a lot of talk, as I said, I talk about it, and I think it's really important that we do that work. But I just want to focus today on the benefits. I mean, there are so many, but just one in particular that's particularly relevant today to me, because it's around the time, about a year ago, I had to select the cover, or think about or choose the cover of my book, Gifts from the Devastation. So the topic of intuition is very relevant to that, because I was very intuitively guided to find the what would I say, the appropriate or image that really sums up for me what the book is about. And so many synchronicities happened that really I was 100% sure, 1000% sure that it was the right choice, and it flowed very easily. And that's the benefit when we can have done the work, or are doing the work, to release a lot of the stored energies, tensions, emotions from our body. There's a sort of a flow and a spaciousness, and then you can start to hear the voice of your intuition. And to me, I describe that as, it's the voice of your soul. It's a gentle, soft, fast-moving, nudging, encouraging voice. It's not the voice of the ego, where you're shouting at yourself in your head, which I have often done, can do at times still. But it's in the quiet and in the stillness and in the spaciousness that we can sense, and we just know the truth of that voice. But the key is, we have to have space and calm in our lives, and that's not always easy in the busy world we live in, and in all of the, if we're carrying a lot of emotional stress. So just, that's one beautiful benefit when you start to do this work. And I just want to share the particular story, as I said, in choosing the cover of my book. I just want to show it to you first. That's it there, Gifts from the Devastation, and a beautiful sunflower. Now, I'm going to share just, the situations that sort of prompted me to choose it, and then why particularly it feels such a perfect choice for the cover of the book. So firstly, it was summer last year. I think it might even have been July, August, whatever time sunflowers, I think, are in bloom. And this, I wasn't aware of this at all, didn't know anything about sunflowers. For me, the whole journey of cancer, and for everyone, just cancer is mine, but one of my stories, but any challenge that we go through is ultimately to awaken us to our true nature, that journey of remembering that we are powerful beings. We are infinite, we have infinite potential, we are free, we are sovereign, all those beautiful things that you come to know once you awaken to that aspect of yourself. It's just beautiful. So yes, nature. So nature was in my mind, and I was, looking around. I'd be out on my walks a lot every day, and I was looking at lots of different aspects of nature. But then one particular day, I was out with a friend walking, and I can remember it so well. We were walking along, and we had been talking about planting wildflower seeds earlier in the summer or earlier in the year, and she had done that. And she said to me, she had been off sick herself from work and was getting in touch with nature, which she hadn't had done before, hadn't at the time as well. So she just said, I really enjoy planting those flower seeds, she said, but nothing. She said, would you believe nothing came up? Only one thing came up. And she said, it was out of the pack of seeds that you gave me, and it was a sunflower. And she said, it's just beautiful. I look out the back garden at it every day. And I was, oh, that's lovely, and just the image of the sunflower came to mind. It just made me happy. That was lovely, lovely chat. And something was swearing away, going, maybe that just a possibility with it. And then after that, so it was the first. Then I was walking again, doing a lot of walking, which I still do. And it was a wet day. I remember it, and it was a wet evening. It was in the summer, and I had my hood up and my raincoat on, and I was walking around what's sort of like a running track near me because it was just felt too wet and windy to go down to the sea. And I was walking around it, listening to something. And whatever way towards the end, I just looked up, and at the far end of the track, I just saw these huge, enormously tall sunflowers staring at me, which I had never seen or never noticed, I suppose is the more important thing. I'd never noticed before. And I can just remember the wind and the rain and just these two beautiful, there was two of them, I think, two beautiful, bright, colorful, strong, vibrant flowers looking at me. And I was, oh, okay. Something in me was going, yeah, there could be something in this. Maybe the sunflower. And I started just thinking about the sunflower and reading a little about it. And I'll just tell you, after, there was a third synchronicity, there could have been more, but this is the third I really remember. So again, I don't know how soon after, it could be 3 or 4 days later, I do a lot of knitting, and I was out in a new knitting shop, and it was during lockdown when, you couldn't get inside a shop hardly. And I had just got inside, I was going to get some wool, and I was standing at the front. It was sort of cut off from the rest of the shop. And while I was waiting, I turned to look at a magazine rack. I was waiting to be served or order the wool. And I turned, and the first magazine, I can tell you, I wish I took a picture of it. On the cover of the magazine was a sunflower. I was like, oh my God. Now I know when you're looking, they say often, but I wasn't looking for sunflowers, but, obviously it was in my consciousness and very aware. And I was, oh my God, this has to be a sign. And I kid you not, then as I got my wool and I waited, I think, to pay, I was up closer then to the cash machine. I turned to the left, and there was rows and rows just behind the till of material. And what was on the closest, yes, you guessed it, closest roll of material to me, all sunflowers. And I just said, okay, that's it. I gave in. Not that I gave in, but yeah, I get the message. Because I was going, I wonder, is it right? I kept asking. And I went, okay, how much louder do you have to give me the answer? And I had a great laugh, and I talked to the girl behind the counter, whether she thought I was crazy or not. So that, that's, you can, I suppose you can dismiss or decide what these things mean in your life, but you can, as I see it, you can choose to live, I think it was Einstein said it, in a friendly or a hostile universe. And basically, whichever you choose, as we know, whatever you think, whatever you choose, wherever we put our energy, that's what we get back to us. So I chose to look at that. That's, my own internal guidance, because our intuition is that voice. It's the voice of the infinite, divine, higher aspect of ourselves that is always trying to communicate with us. But often we can't hear it with all of the anxiety and stresses and thoughts that are going on. So I just thought I'd share that story with you. I think it's just beautiful. It'll always stay with me. And with the sunflower, just to tell you why I feel it's such an accurate, as well as, choice, not accurate, but suitable, or the right choice for the cover of my book, is the first. Like I said, when I saw it, when I was walking, it is so strong, it is so bright, it is so beautiful, it is so joyous, it's so vital, vibrant. And that just to me typifies how I have felt since coming through my own challenge of cancer. And I wanted it to be a very joyful message, because it is a very joyful message. The second thing, and I'd read about the sunflower, is that I think it grows towards the light, maybe when it's younger, but it follows the light or the sun. And again, that just totally resonated with me, because that has been the calling now in my life, to follow the light, to follow the truth, and going inwards is how I do that. So that just beautifully synchronized, let's say, with how I feel about my own life now. The third thing that I loved as well about it is the colors. See, I'm wearing turquoise, and I have to get more yellow. So turquoise is the color of the throat chakra we talk about in the chakra system. And to me, that's all. I think it's about our ability to receive as well in life, but I associate it with the voice, because I've always struggled with my voice in my life, and in sharing my truth and speaking out and being clear and strong in my voice, and I'm working on it. So it's you know, it's a beautiful color to wear. I'm very drawn to it, so it obviously reflects that it's still important for me to sort of nurture and, you know, my voice, for all of us to do that. And then the yellow is the beautiful color, which I don't wear enough of, but I must get more of, is the solar plexus and our personal power and who we are, our place in the universe, our connection to source and who we are. And that has been a journey and is ongoing for me too. Really important for all of us to come into that place of knowing who we are and feel anchored in our in taking up space in the universe, you know, as to who we are, and what we have to give and to share and to offer the world. So the colors as well, just wow, they're just my colors. And then I love sunflower seeds too, but and as well the center of the flower, if you ever looked, like it's in all of nature, which I think is such a beautiful, is the sacred geometry. The Fibonacci sequence is the design of the seeds, and that's beautiful. That to me is just a reminder of our connection to, you know, our true nature. We are an aspect of nature. We are, that is all, you know, we're all an aspect of source, and we have the same makeup and consciousness. So even just looking at that to me is such a reminder of the divine beings that we are, these sacred, amazing, infinite beings with just pure potential. And that is my desire for myself and for you in writing the book, that we all come to know and remember who we are and live at our highest potential. So that's my little story. That's what intuition means to me. It's the benefit of doing all the work that we do on ourselves. It's just one of them. And then the beautiful synchronicities that arise as we move into that sort of flow. It's like I sort of feel jumping into the river and just flowing with the universe. And life does just beautifully flow. So thank you for watching. I hope that watching this video and what I have shared encourages you, uplifts you, gives you hope, because my God, it is such a beautiful, beautiful, magical world that we live in, despite or because of all of the challenges that we go through. Because if I hadn't gone through, and don't maybe in the future go through challenges, me as my little human being wouldn't be able to transcend and move beyond them and come to know the magic of this world. So yes, on a little bit of a wanted to share that with you. Thank you so much. As I said just before I go, if you haven't watched my video on my giveaways for July and August, healing sessions, books, audiobooks, please do watch that video, and do please like and subscribe and share if you liked my video today. Take care and have a wonderful day.